Hey guys, Fets here from 11 Bravo Gaming, and I have something a little bit different for you today. This is a tactical analysis video, the kind that I used to do quite a bit, but it is some recon gameplay, something I hardly ever play. I happen to be on here playing Rush by myself, and I decided that I know rogue transmission Rush defense can sometimes get pretty boring. I figured I'd go a little bit out of my comfort zone and do something a little bit different. It's actually a really good setup for this map, at least for this set of MCOMs. You have a lot of really long sight lines, at least if you stick to this left side where I'm at. So I have really good cover in these crates, and I have really long sight lines that the attackers have to cross to get to me. So a bolt action sniper rifle in this situation ends up being pretty useful. You back that up with the ability to destroy the LAV like I just did. Actually destroy the LAV with C4 3 times in this game. They keep coming at me, and I keep taking them down. I don't think they even got a kill on me with the LAV, which is rare, and I don't think you will usually win in that fashion, but it ended up working out really well for me in this game, and that made playing Recon very rewarding. I could also, of course, have played support and gotten those same kills, but where would the fun be in that? So I'm rocking the M40. This tends to be the sniper rifle of choice for me in Battlefield. Battlefield 3, it's the one I liked. It doesn't necessarily always stack up as the best bolt action sniper rifle, but there's just a little bit of a nostalgia with it. I'm not a huge sniper in Battlefield or any first-person shooter, so for me, usually when I play this Recon class, it ends up being about challenging myself, doing something a little bit different, kind of some fun loadout type stuff. A lot of times actually we'll run the M40 suppressed, which is not the best setup for it at all. Corrupt is going to be doing some loadout videos. I'm probably going to challenge him to do the M40 suppressed because I do it quite a bit. I'm actually pretty successful. It really forces you to play a whole different way. You have to play very smart, very intelligently, be in good position, and use cover wisely. Things that a lot of times if you're running around with an AEK, you're not necessarily doing, with that assault rifle because you feel a little bit more bold. Now the other thing you're going to see me do constantly in this video, spam these motion balls. If you're not a big Recon player or you never played Bad Company 2, which is where I first saw these are really fun. They're called motion sensors. Motion balls are what we always call them. You throw that out, and I think if I go back and look at the description, it's like 40 seconds or 20 seconds of it flags where the enemy is. It puts the enemy on the mini-map for everybody. So it's very useful. You get, I think, 3 of them, and there's a perk to increase that. And you just kind of spam those out in every direction and get a little bit of a idea of where the enemy is. Very, very useful. It kind of is what the term recon, when you think of that, what you should be doing, right? You're gathering intelligence for your team. You're providing reconnaissance on enemy movement around the map. What you're not supposed to be doing, in my opinion, is sitting on that hill behind me over my left shoulder with a 40x scope just taking pot shots at people who happen to sit still for too long. I think my teammate blocked my shot there. I think I actually hit that guy. But I spawned on a squad mate once or twice, and he's up in that hill. Man, that drives me crazy. So does that. Suppressed Star Wars gun, the pew 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 until they finally hit you. That thing, the frustrating thing with those, it's so good on the run. That guy was full sprint and he just draws up on me with that DMR and drops me like that. Now I was slow with my shot because, like I said, this is not my normal playstyle, but that's frustrating. That's one of the things I hate about them. They shouldn't be so good in every situation, and the DMRs are very strong. So whatever, a lot of people think they're underpowered. I consider them kind of too good at too many things for my liking. So anyways, this kit, like I said, C4 motion sensors are what I chose to run because I want to stay really mobile. I didn't want to be sitting still, ranging targets and doing all that stuff. So I'm running the ACOG. I run the ACOG because I really like the American sights, former U.S. military person, so there's a little bit of that fun nostalgia as well, where I prefer not to use the Russian or Chinese optics on my weapons. Although I will use the what's the one that's the flat one? I'm so terrible with the names in Battlefield 4. In Battlefield 3, I could have told you off the top of my head every single attachment and upgrade. And in Battlefield 4, I just don't have the interest in it that I necessarily did in Battlefield 3. I'm hoping with the changes to the game that'll come back, right? So they're talking about improving the tick rate, which is going to improve the general net code. And this is fun. The ACOG on the M40 in this situation, just shooting these guys as they sit behind that hill, I was having a lot of fun doing that. And when I'm rewatching it here, when I was getting ready to make the video, and even now making the video, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to play Recon tonight when I play Battlefield 4. I'm actually looking forward to it. This gameplay, one of the reasons I chose to do a commentary on this is it actually inspired me personally to do more Recon gameplay. There's a lot of uses for it. You know, I play with guys like Johnny B's a really good player, plays engineer when he needs to, plays assault when he needs to. And I see him playing Recon all the time. And, you know, it's kind of inspiring because he's one of the guys that'll play like this, more aggressive and more useful, like taking advantage of the tools in your arsenal. The one tool that I don't get to take advantage of in this video as we wrap up here is the spawn beacon, the radio beacon. If you're on the other side attacking, it is invaluable. You can do so much damage with a well-placed beacon. It's more difficult, more nuanced to use than you might expect. But once you learn how to use that Recon beacon, radio beacon, it's very powerful. And it really helps get your teammates into good positions. So maybe as I get better at that, we'll talk about that in a future video. Anyways, for 11 Bravo Gaming, this is Fetz, and I'm out.